And this time we are interviewing the Glowwater Thralls. It's nice to meet you all, gentlemen. Today we have with us, we have Crafeksterty. Please say hello.
Hello.
We have Skrimskraw.
Hello.
And we have Mattilald Anguisad.
Hello.
Yes, nice to meet you all. Well, face to face, anyway. Okay, gentlemen. Firstly, I'd like to start off with how did the Glowwater Thralls get started, and who are the Glowwater Thralls?
Scrim, just take it away.
Full story of just the last 2 weeks.
Full story, please. I want to hear right from the beginning.
So, a group of people have been together since we were in King's Gambit back in January, February. So basically the core people from King's Gambit basically took off and created something called Murder of Crows. And things did not go well, so it became Corvus, and yeah, around 3 months after that or something like that, we just had enough, and we had so many new people on board, and Crafek, for example, took over piloting a week after he was introduced to everyone or something like that. So we just started flying together there, and basically it just me and Mattilald and Grey Knight, some of the old guys, just thought it would be a good idea to just start anew and create something that the new guys could feel they were a part of.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's definitely a good explanation. So you guys definitely a clan that's always kind of been in transition, moving from one place to the other. The same group of people, but under different names. Can you tell me a bit about Glowwater Thralls? What that means? What the name means?
Glowwater is a base city in the northern fjords region under the Baronies. When we choose the name, we tied it to the adventure mode, what faction we were going to fight for, and we decided that we were going to fight for the Baronies. So we basically found a city on the map that we liked and could maybe do something with, and then just, how about Glowwater Thralls? We had a lot of things up, but yeah, it was what people basically didn't say anything against. They didn't praise it, but yeah, they didn't call it out either. So
it's catchy, and it doesn't make us overly important. So I was
doesn't make you too important. Okay, fair enough.
Not so important, but overly important. It's not like
just
the holy warriors of everything.
The holy warriors of everything. That's a great clan name. Right.
That's our name next week.
Yes. Okay. Well, tell me, gentlemen. Largely, where are you guys based geographically in the real world?
Oh god. We're quite spread out. Well, mostly Scandinavia, I think. I don't know. I'm from Norway.
How many Americans do we have? 3 or something like that. 4 maybe.
Grey, Nathan, occasionally.
4 out of 16 guys or so is it's American, so everybody else is based in Europe.
Yeah.
So
Russian.
Mainly European with a dash of American and Russian then.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, we're almost everything. We've got Russia. We've got Russians. We've got Polish. We've got Scandinavian. We've got everything.
We got everything. Okay.
Come get yours.
All right. Now, what would you say in terms of flying? Obviously, we've seen Glowwater Thralls, Corvus Marauders in a lot of different tournaments before. Can you tell me a little bit about what you'd say the style of the Glowwater Thralls is, if there is one?
We really like to support each other during brawls. I think that's our style mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And spires.
And spires. That's me. That could be another topic.
We started with dual pyramidians, with dual metamidians. But we moved away from that. It didn't quite work for us.
Yes, I remember back in the early days of the Cogs, Corvus Marauders, of course, very old clan. You guys used the dual pyramidian thing. But more recently, I've seen you sort of showing a preference for, the Spire and with Scrim supporting maybe a Junker or a Pyramidian or something like that. We've even seen you take double Spires in Sunday Rumble. So tell me a little bit about more your love for the Spire, Crafeksterty. Of course, you actually won that 3v3 tournament with that Spire of yours.
Yeah, that was a time when the snipers were so effective that the Spire should not be effective at all. Yet I stood a chance. But the thing is, we're experimenting with the Spire. I'm experimenting a lot with the Spire. I'm trying to find its flaws and its strengths as much as possible. I'm trying to make it as strong as other ships. But it's incredibly difficult. I'm trying real hard, but it's just so difficult.
You think it's an inherently underpowered ship then, but you're trying to kind of bring it up to the level you need it to be? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm with skill. I can't exactly wait for the devs to come and fix the Spire for me.
Yeah, well, you do know that they actually gave the Spire a little bit of extra hull health. Do you think that helps at all?
No, the Spire is already so big that it's easily hit by many things. My personal balance for the Spire, it should be acceleration. It really needs a much quicker acceleration so that it can react. That's it.
I see. Okay then. Well, tell me what the Glowwater Thralls relationship is like with the other clans of Guns of Icarus. Are there any kind of particular relationships that sort of stand out?
That's my area, I think.
Okay.
The other guys basically just, hey, can you play that then? Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, I think Cold Curse and Flying Dutchman, we've always been on friendly terms with, always asking if they could give us a replacement or something like that. But also Merriman, of course, is also a big supporter of replacements, and we had some scrimmages against them, which in the summer vacation, which helped both teams a lot. Yeah, and we're just trying to get into relations again with the new teams that popped up. The best way to do that is actually just playing against them, learning how they fly and so on, and just ask, hey, do you want to scrimmage that day, and then you get it. But there's not really any alliances or hatred from us against other teams, so we just fit in.
Okay. Well, Cold Curse he does get around as far as substituting goes. So yes,
Yeah.
Obviously you've made good use of him as well, and I've seen you provided substitutes for the Flying Dutchman as well in the past. So yes, good to see that kind of cooperation. Okay, now what do you think the importance is of mastering one build versus mastering lots of different builds in Guns of Icarus competitive play?
If you master lots of builds, then you can place a good, then you can counter and place yourself in a comfortable position depending on which ships you're going up against and, of course, which map you're playing on. But if you're mastering one build, then it should be one of the day, it will be, countered, like the Wolfpack. I actually envy
Well,
them in a way.
well, one day perhaps, yes. But of course, the Wolfpack's still undefeated at the Sunday Rumble. Do you think you're starting to get closer to kind of? You did actually get like you beat them in one game. You didn't win that series, but last Sunday Rumble you beat them in one game. Do you think you're closer to kind of finding that counter to the Wolfpack as you kind of keep experimenting?
Yes, actually, the mines on that canyons game. That's where I hit most of my mines. I managed to get them off their track. I managed to hit them where they don't want to be hit. But sometimes I missed, and when I missed, I died. What was I gonna say? They like open areas, and in the Parisian Rumble, we were always high up in the air. In that very last death in the Parisian Rumble, I came up from behind them, and that's when we almost got a kill. But for some reason, our Scrim and the Junker just died real fast, like too fast for me to even be able to help them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think me and Mattilald have been to elaborate. Me and Mattilald have been playing on the Pyramidion for so long. It's not really something we want to do anymore. We just want to try out new stuff, and maybe if we lose, then we lose, and if we win, then we have a celebration. But yeah, we're still going to put up a fight with some good and inspired builds, if you can put it like that. But I think we're just too tired of the old Pyramidion galleon setup like you used to have back in the days.
Oh well, yeah, I suppose so. Some people, of course, still do use it quite frequently.
Yeah, it's more like a metaphor for current meta.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, am I gonna cough? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Okay. Now, tell me, how do you think Corvus Marauders, Glowwater Thralls have changed since you guys started out?
Oh, I think maybe Mattilald will be the best guy to answer that. He's been there for the longest, and yeah, I've just been pushing these other guys around basically. So, but I don't know. Is he even still here?
Would you like to take this question, Mattilald? Can you hear me?
No, he can't.
Right, his mic's not working.
Well, he can sit there and look pretty then.
Okay, well, he'll just, yes, sit there and look pretty. Well, I'm afraid, yeah, you two have to answer that question.
How we changed? Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, it feels refreshing, actually, because I joined under the Corvus Marauders first, and then once we've switched over to Glowwater Thralls, it now feels more home to me, being a new member.
How about you, Scrim? I mean, I know that you sort of changed to Glowwater Thralls, not just because of wanting to sort of renew yourselves, but also sort of kind of get away from some bad memories you had. I mean, do you want to elaborate that a bit more, or just kind of keep things more positive? Do you want to talk some more about that?
Well, if you'd been in our clan for like 3 weeks ago, you would really see us being very tense and very, very mad at some people. I shouldn't call anybody out, but yeah, there's been some tensions, and we're just glad not to be Corvus Marauders anymore.
Okay. So just renewed yourself, got out of that sort of tense situation. Right, that's fair enough. Okay, now, do the Glowwater Thralls have a motto, a kind of a credo you all live by, would you say?
I think if Mattilald could talk, he would say that our motto is green light, green light, green light, green light, green light, butt sex, and then something like that.
What on earth does that mean?
It's codes. I think, yeah, green light is start shooting the explosive weapons now, and butt sex means shoot flare.
Butt sex means shoot flare. I'm not sure how you got there.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah,
Right.
it wasn't my idea, but the guys wanted
Quirks
it.
of language. Right. I see. Right.
So we don't actually have like a real motto. What is the closest thing for our motto, Scrim?
I think Grey Knight said it best in the what's it called? We hate field trips at Tourney, or was it that one where he said welcome to Corvus bitch, but just welcome to Glowwater bitch, something like that. I don't know,
Right.
man. We're very, very, very aggressive and yeah, smack talking team on our TeamSpeak, but
I
it stays
see.
on TeamSpeak.
Stays on TeamSpeak. It doesn't cross over to other clans then, this smack talk.
No.
No, yeah, it doesn't. It's nothing rude meant. It's just the feeling under the gameplay in our side.
Okay, I see. Right. What do you think of the current meta in Guns of Icarus, and what would you like to see more of?
That's a
I'm
difficult
just glad
question.
people are not
actually.
sniping that much anymore.
You're tired of sniping?
Yeah.
I see. So a lot of people feel this way.
I would like to see more uses of staying all the way down versus going all the way up all the time. Some maps support this, like the Northern Fjords and the canyons. They have like areas where you can go all the way up and all the way down and just completely stealth out the enemy. Like in Parisian Rumble, you can stealth in that map, and yeah, basically more stealth play. In Dunes, well, that has been much more friendly, stealthy there because of the clouds. But even there, sometimes you can be spotted through the clouds, so you have to use, tar, turn your ship around and tar.
For that to happen, you'd have to revamp some of the balloons in the game. Fear of losing your balloons so close to the ground is bigger than being shot at up in the air.
Yeah, that's true. That is if you're spotted. If you're spotted, then that's when it's dangerous.
Okay, well, tell me, what are your goals as far as being a clan and as far as Guns of Icarus competitive play are concerned? What are you aspiring to right now?
We actually are aspiring to play with as many people as possible. We're not trying to make enemies or allies, just to be enemies with someone who our ally is enemies with or anything. If we play against the same people all the time, then we will get worn out versus people we haven't played against at all. So basically just get better and have fun. What do you think, Scream? That's my view.
Yeah, I think a lot of the old clans, as we see them, Gentleman, Dogs, and so on, the pressure on us for being the upper hand in everything is incredibly high. Even the casters do it, like calling us out, telling us, yeah, they're good, but then we lose, and I'm looking at you, Break. But yeah, so...
Glowwater Thralls, an amazing team. Surely they can win here.
losing 0-5 against some new team, but no, yeah, we would never aspire to be the number one team, but I think we aspire to be one of the best still. But yeah, I think that's what we do. Basically, a good training partner, a sparring partner for other teams to play with outside of events, and then on events being one of the best.
All right. So, I mean, being the absolute best, you don't really think's, what you're looking for, but just sticking in there as one of the best, then.
Yeah.
Say.
Imagine how boring it would be being the best, as the spy and the junker, and we're considered the best. Now that would actually be boring, because then I would change things up. I would maybe let's go, like Mobula and the Goldfish or something. Just change things up and be good with something new and learn new things.
Okay, I see. Right, now, Crafeksterty, Skrimskraw, you are, I think I could say comfortably, the main two pilots of Glowwater Thralls. How did you two meet each other? Tell me about your relationship with each other.
I just recruited myself to their forum posts.
Mm-hmm.
They accepted me, and they saw how I dwelled in their practice matches. They accepted me as a pilot first, after a few matches, and then they saw how good I was. I think that's how I got accepted.
But I have a very, very weird way of recruiting people. So basically, I talk to them and actually try to scare them a little bit away.
Try to scare people.
Yeah, so I know that they're serious about joining. We don't really want to waste time on people who essentially could or potentially could leave us after a month or something like that.
Interesting. So you kind of go to new recruits and you say, "Are you going to leave us? If you ever leave us, we'll kill you." Is that basically how it goes?
Nah, more likely that you have to be there at every training and so on, and you have to fly with us before you can become a full member and so on.
So you wouldn't consider yourselves like a casual clan then?
No.
Right. Fair enough. Okay then. Now, since again, I just want to go about the two pilots thing because we actually have the two main pilots here. How do you think your sort of teamwork, your synergy between the two of you is going, Crafeksterty and Skrimskraw? Do you think there's room for improvement? Oh, you had something you wanted to say?
There was, I don't know what was wrong. We dropped, our synergy sort of dropped a little when we had like a 2-week break. After that 2-week break, when we came back to starting playing again, we sort of lost the connection with where we are and who's going to target and who's going to back up who, etc. We're like we have it aware. We are aware of that, and that's what we're trying to improve back on.
Yeah, but I think that mostly could be tied to my big ego when we play. But yeah, that's been dropping down. So we've been giving more room to each other to listen to everybody and so on.
I've been having a big ego too. I mean, I've been just flying the Spire almost, just to fly a Spire. It's not exactly the most fair thing to do.
So how does it work between the two? You just like Skrimskraw say, okay, we're doing this build, you have to support me doing this, this, and this, or do you just kind of negotiate with each other to find out what your build, your strategy is going to be, or is there one person kind of in charge?
I think we're just going with the flow, actually.
All right, fair enough.
There's no real decision. We just find something we want to do and then stick with it.
All right then. Okay. Well, I think that covers just about everything I wanted to ask. Are there any kind of points you want to raise? Any shout-outs you want to make? Anything like that before we start winding the interview up?
I don't know.
Well, that shrug, I think, answers everything. That seems to cover it all. But there's just one more question that I like to close off with. What's next for the Glowwater Thralls?
We're gonna keep at it.
Going to Disneyland. I don't know.
Right, going
See
to
where it
Disneyland.
takes us.
Right, brilliant. Okay, well, gentlemen, it's been good you joining me, Skrimskraw. You joining me, Crafeksterty. You joining me as well, Mattilald. Sorry about your microphone connection thingy issues. This has been the interview with the Glowwater Thralls. Meet the clan.